because logarithms are connected to exponents, we have similar kind of rules. So when you multiply two powers with the same base, you added the exponents. In logarithms, when you multiply inside of a logarithm, you can do the same thing as adding two logarithms. So here in the product law, we have the x multiplied by the y inside of the logarithm, and it's equal to the log of x plus the log of y. Notice that the base stays the same in all of those logarithms. So just like your exponent law, the bases have to be the same if you're multiplying in order to add the exponents. If you're adding logarithms, the bases have to be the same in order for you to put those together and multiply inside of the logarithm. Quotient law, same thing. When you're dividing inside of a logarithm, that's the same as subtracting those same logs with the same base. And our power to a power rule in exponents is where we multiply the exponents. So if you have a power inside of your logarithm, it's the same as multiplying by that power. So we have similar rules, but for logarithms. And all of these log laws are on your formula sheet. So now what we do, and a lot of stuff that we do with logarithms at the beginning, is we get really good to doing the arithmetic and the algebra and manipulations with logarithms before we even know what they can really do or how they can help us. And once we're really good at those skills, then we find out, oh, this is how it's useful. But right now, we're going to be just practicing a lot of laws. And one of the things, sort of like identities, if you have the left side of the equation, you could rewrite it as the right side. If you have the right side, you could rewrite it as the left side. Sort of like what we did with identities and proofs. So we'll go to example 1. It says simplify each expression. Sometimes you will see this written as write as a single logarithm, because that would make it more simple. And we could use a calculator to verify our issue, verify if we're right or wrong. So for part A, do I have the same base here? What is the base? The base, when it's not written, is a base of 10. So I have log 7 plus log 8. Since they both have a base of 10, I could use the log law that says when you add two logarithms, it's the same as multiplying inside. And 7 times 8 is 56. So with our calculator, if we wanted to check that, we could write log 7 plus log 8, see what that's equal to, 1.74175. And we could do log of 56, and notice that they're identical. Part B. We have a number multiplied by a log. Our log law says multiplying is when you had a power, right? In our exponent laws, a power to a power is when you multiplied. In logarithms, when you multiply outside, this 5 will go inside as an exponent, which we could write this just as log of 32. So any number multiplied out in front can go in as an exponent. And part C, subtracting two logs. is the same as dividing within the logarithm, and you can simplify 80 over 16 to be just 5. And so these questions are just practicing taking one side of your log equation, simplifying it to write it as a single logarithm. So for practice, I'm going to get you to try questions 4 and 12.